Brian Windhorst assesses the crucial relationship between Kevin Durant and Draymond Green.
Kevin Durant and Draymond Green are pillars of one of the greatest teams in NBA history. They are also two players in a great inter-team drama.
It's unfortunate.
There's a certain way you go about it. You don't show your teammates out on the court.
Durant is both an MVP and sensitive. Green is both a workhorse and sensitive. Put them together and you get great play and fireworks. We've certainly seen that this season. Perhaps the reason is they both want some of what each other has. Durant has 2 Bill Russell trophies. He's got magazine covers. He has television shows. He has a huge contract with lots more coming this summer. The Warriors worry about keeping him happy every day. But still, he fights the stigma of joining the party and not starting it. It has a way of cheapening his accomplishments, even if it shouldn't. It hurts him. Green is a founding member of the Warrior dynasty. He won the first title with Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Sean Livingston, and Andre Iguodala. This is a club Durant will never fully be a member of. But Green doesn't get the adulation of all the fans and media like Durant. He doesn't have teams plotting to steal him. He doesn't have the $30 million contract. And he doesn't get catered to by the team like Durant does. It hurts him. The Warriors win. They have fun. They try their best to focus on the now. But jealousy, desire, and resentment are part of dynasties and human nature. Kevin Durant and Draymond Green fight that delicate battle as everyone watches.
So they're about to put 5 All-Stars out there. I'm no math whiz, but I would assume money-wise that's headed somewhere different. How do you see this whole thing playing out?
Well, it's going to be interesting, and Draymond Green's play is going to have a lot to say about it. We talk about the relationship that he has with KD, but his productivity is going to probably have the team deciding at the end of the year between he and DeMarcus Cousins, who's also going to be a free agent this offseason, that's playing for $5 million that nobody felt he would end up as a member of their team.
If they win it all, what would you do?
Well, you definitely have to try your best to keep KD. Now, the issue with Cousins, it's all going to play out the way he plays. You know, I don't think he's going to be full strength this year, so you might get him on a cheaper deal this year so he can get fully healthy. But you're going to need some money on the back end if you sign Draymond. So, you know, it's a toss-up right there. Maybe Cousins wants to go somewhere else to where he could be the guy once he gets fully healthy. So, I don't know. It's going to be there's a lot of tough decisions to make for the Warriors after this year.
Well, they can't pay Cousins. That's the bottom line, just the way it's set up. They're not going to be able to pay him no matter what KD does. So if he can get a deal that reflects his value in the league, if he can come back to that, he's gone.
Do you think, I mean, I think a lot of us are thinking, oh, the emotion of this, and there's going to be so much passion on the court, which sometimes translates to technicals and ejections. Is that any concern whatsoever, or do you just let that play out like it will?
I mean, they might lead the league in technicals, the two of them. I don't think that's going to matter a whole lot. No, I mean, you know, those guys are good players. And one thing that's underrated about Cousins, that guy averaged over 5 assists last year. When he plays with other good players, like he did with Anthony Davis and Jrue Holiday, he's very unselfish and can pass the ball. I think the offense will work just fine with him.
I always love passion. I mean, come on. Who doesn't want to play with guys who just, if there was more guys in the league that had the talent that played with this type of passion, they'll be better players. So, you know, you got to let these guys be themselves. You know, they fuel each other off the passion, and people love it. And this may be the only year this group actually gets to play together, because Boogie's going to be a free agent, and so is Kevin Durant. So imagine if both of those guys aren't on the team.
I mean, both not being there is, yeah.
That's why you got to make sure a guy like Draymond Green doesn't get overlooked and taken for granted in this dynamic, because he's a guy that can actually still be there long term.
Yeah, I mean, just think, if they lose both those guys, they'll just have to go back to 73 wins and champion.